Like the Honourable Sarah Mitchell just said, I too will not be supporting this disallowance motion, and mainly because one of those big reasons is because I do acknowledge the need that we do have for cheap, reliable power and energy, and gas is obviously a major part of that solution. I do acknowledge the Minister talking about the fact that this issue and the exploration licences in Western New South Wales are not directly connected as part of this disallowance motions, but they have been merged through the speech from the mover, and the timing of it as well, I think, made it relevant. But as I say, I don't support this motion, but I form that position with seeking some assurances from the Minister, and I know that there'll be plenty of opportunities for these to come forward, both in this place and with hopefully some future consultation with those people impacted by them. And one of those assurances is that the consultation with the landholders affected by the exploration licences will improve. I know a lot of them woke up the day this was announced to see maps of their properties with exploration licences put back over them, and that was the first they heard of it on the news. I understand there might be some meetings coming further in the near future about that, but it would be good to know that these landowners will be taken on the ride. More and more, our landowners are waking up to new regulations, new rules, new developments that affect their very livelihood and their lives, totally out of their control, and this is getting dictated to them, the benefits of which predominantly go to metro areas and not the areas in which these people so badly affected by this often live. The other assurance is to make sure that we don't have cowboys in this space. There was a risk, there was a concern when the reduction in the rate first came out that meant that anyone could go out there and start drilling. We need the assurances that we don't see that. We don't see these wildcat holes dug throughout Western New South Wales, just speculative, causing problems for these areas that end up going broke or just leaving a mess behind and damage and ultimately heartbreak for the affected landowners. If these projects do go ahead, there are other considerations as well. The roads in that part of New South Wales are already ordinary and drastically need of improvement. Rain, for instance, cuts them almost immediately, and any increase in traffic is just going to worsen this problem. And this is a problem. This is a real problem for the people that live there. These roads are obviously their only connectivity into town. It's how they transport stock to and from their property, so this directly affects their livelihood. So these roads need improvement already. So any development like we're talking about here needs some significant improvement to roads. There's obviously the potential impact on the water. The impact, if we get that wrong, is unfixable. So we cannot afford mistakes in that area, and every measure must be made to make sure that doesn't occur. There's also the issue of having strangers on someone's property, and I think that is often overlooked. This is where people live. Kids might be just riding their bikes out for fun and come across some stranger. There's the impact that this has on working farms. Trucks and machinery impacting lambing ewes or kidding goats, impacting mustering, disturbances around waterholes. These are all things that need to be considered. The other aspect of it, as we're talking about these things, I know a lot of landholders would greatly appreciate if this conversation also opened up discussion around the transfer of leases to freehold. This would have a big impact on the people that live in these areas. It would give them greater security and certainty over their land, improve their access to finance and have other control benefits there, and would also decrease the government control on their land, which I think would be beneficial for them. So I do oppose this disallowance motion. I support the search for more gas that is badly needed for us, but this cannot be the end of this. We need to take pastoralists on the ride here and make sure that the benefits are not all one way.